namin yung ano niya, skincare niya.
Oo, kasi wala kami noon.
Kasi ng mga primer na.
Grabe siya, sabi, parang ang puti natin. Ganun. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Kasama ko na naman si Mariel. At gagawa kami ng isang makeup tutorial. Gagayahin namin yung makeup tutorial ni Catriona Gray. Miss Universe, ano yun? Makeup routine. Sana magawa namin. Kasi parehas kaming hindi marunong mag-makeup. Ang basic lang yung kaya namin gawin. So, sana magawa namin. So, let's do this! Ready ka na ba?
Ready!
Okay.
I love makeup. I love the Fenty primer. Just because I feel like it's
Ay, may primer ka?
Wala, hindi ako
natin.
nagpa-primer.
Ito lang yung primer ko.
Wet n Wild.
Oo, ganito siya.
Seryoso, ang bango.
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
Ayan.
Okay. Hindi kasi talaga ako nagpa-primer.
Hindi rin
And then for foundation, I love the NARS Radiant Foundation. And just because it has that really natural finish, just gonna dab. I like to work from the center outwards. I don't like when I have foundation all the way up here because then it doesn't blend into your face. The thing that I love nowadays is our cameras are HD. Like, it's not back in the day when it used to be like stage makeup because there was no cameras and you had to really cater to the audience seeing you from such a distance. Now the cameras zoom up into your face and they see everything, so you can really get away with a sheer coverage.
Good.
Ang puti ko!
Okay. Kumantay sa leeg ko. Naging na natin siguro yung leeg. Catriona, kailangan isama natin yung leeg ha. Hindi lang yung face lang.
Catriona, ikaw mag-adjust.
Pantay na ba? Pwede na siguro yan.
Okay, next niya.
For concealer, I also love the NARS Radiant Concealer. This is in Ginger. And I like to really aim towards just correcting what needs to be corrected again and try and be minimal with product.
Alam mo, magandang kalabasan ito.
Next.
This is the Huda Beauty Pound Cake, and underneath the eyes, I am going to bake. Also,
Pwede na to.
Ito yung pang-bake talaga.
Okay.
Ginagamit ko kasi pag ma-attend ako event.
Hindi pa event na siya. Hindi ginagawa tong friend ko.
because it's gonna catch my fallout from my eyeshadow. I have quite a small lid and I have quite an almond eye, so I really like to accentuate it and bring.
Doon lang.
Under eye lang.
Okay na yan. Next. Medyo purita yung peg namin. Sharing lang kami talaga. Wala kaming gamit masyado.
Baka naman.
Baka naman. Baka naman.
The shadows out. So the first thing I like to do is I like to take like a champagne-y highlight color that's not too shimmery. I like to drag that on my brow bone. And this is an eyebrow palette that's really affordable. And I just take it and I start to map out the shape of where I want my shadows to go. So I kind of do a straight line out to start my feline slant. Towards these. So I'm going to take a mixture of these two colors here. I'm going to take my eyebrow palette again, just working in a darker shadow into the outer corner. So for the base of my shimmer, I use it whenever. This is the NARS Velvet Shadow Stick, just all over my lid. Just find that the shadow stays longer when I use this.
Nakadilat, no?
Galing nga niya eh. Pag ano may makeup kaya ako, hinahawakan kong ganyan. Stretch ko yung eyes.
Ay, super shimmer.
This is my favorite shadow. This one right here. It's called Casablanca. And I'm just gonna get it.
Kinamay niya.
Slap it on. And then
Gusto niya nilagay. Grabe, sobrang buwan.
go back to my fluffy brush and just blend out the edges. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 liner, and I'm just going to accentuate my lash line. It's like the base of my liquid, because I feel like when I go in straight with liquid, it's so stressful because once it's on, it's on.
Kung vlog. Kahit pag mascara.
I am gonna go in with my extra oomph of sparkle because why not? This is my favorite Magnificent Metals. And this color is Bronze Bell. It's the one that I used in both my national pageant and in Miss Universe.
Grabe naman, Chinese. Kasi lumit yung matawag natin
sa baking. So, lagyan natin. Pinapalagay niya. Wala kami, may gold kami, pero parang puro gold na kasi yung mata namin. So, silver na lang.
First, just over where I've put that gold already. I always like to keep revisiting where I laid down shadow in the first place, just because, you know, when you add different products, you can tend to rub it away or layer on top of it, so just re-intensifying it. It's time for eyeliner. So this is the only black that I use in the whole look, and I'm just going across where I laid down my brown eyeliner. Time. Eyelashes. Good eyelash curler is like honestly a beauty holy grail. You shouldn't curl too much if you're putting false eyelashes, because otherwise your lashes are literally gonna go backwards. Take my handy dandy Maybelline mascara and just give a good coat.
Talaga, as in wala ka na makeup. Favorite ko lagi. Lashes. Kasi nabubuhay yung eyes, no? Pag may lashes talaga.
Grabe, ang ganda ng lashes mo. So, skip namin yung
yung mascara. Yung falsies. Kasi wala kaming falsies. Oh my gosh.
Okay, under the eye.
Akong panda nito.
Meron na naman tayo.
There's again. Just like smoking out that bottom lash line.
Napasok sa mata. yung mga book-book ng lash.
And then I'm going to take the liquid and in the inside of my
Oh
inner
my
corner,
God.
I'm going to...
Seryoso ba yun?
Pencil
na lang. Kasi brown din yung
Can't forget the lashes. Yeah. Kind of makes it pop. Time to dust off my...
Natin gagawin, ginagaya natin siya, diba? Siguro mga 5 pieces lang yung buhok ko sa ilalim. Sa ilalim ng mata. Time to dust off. Wala ka bang powder dyan? Pressed?
Hindi ako nagpa-powder talaga.
Ako din hindi. So, since wala kaming pressed powder, Tanggalin
Tanggalin lang natin.
Has a little bit of a glow or like a brightness to it. Does that make sense? So I just took a little bit of product and then I'm just there. And then time contour. I like to go in with a highlight down the center of my nose, and so I'm just taking it on a little small fluffy brush. And I just drag a little down my nose.
Hindi kita kasi sobrang dark dun.
Sige lang, isulong natin yan.
Then I'm going in with my handy eyebrow palette, and yes, it's an eyebrow palette, but I will use it to contour my nose. So I have this small, like, angled brush. What I like to do to deepen, like, the shape of my eyes too is I like to go in here and just kind of start to kind of fake definition. So you can see that I've defined more my eye by taking it up into the brow, and I just feel like it ties everything together. I have my crazy looking palette here, Gingerly, which is like this deep peach and peachy keen. They're both by MAC. My favorite. Favorite part, aside from shimmer, is more shimmer, obviously. This is a Laura Mercier palette, and I mixed these two colors here. It's like a pink and like a soft gold. And then I'm just brushing the highlight, actually almost near my eyes, so just here. I don't want to drag it down here because I think, well, for me, that makes me look like I have apple cheeks. And as you can see, it's quite a silvery finish, which might, like, if you have olive skin like me, you might be like, oh my goodness, really blends in and it's sheer. So I'll show you. I've just got it with my finger, and then again, over where I put that initial highlight. You can just see, and it just, it's so pretty. Eyebrows are a love-hate relationship. I like the fluffy brow look. So I'm gonna go in with my darker pencil, and then I'm just going to follow the shape that I have. And then I always find, even with eyeshadow, start off light, and then once you've mapped out the shape and exactly know where you want to go, then make it darker. And then I'm going in with my second color, which is the lighter color. I'm more gonna do like brush-like strokes or hair-like strokes, just because I want it to look natural. So one of my favorite products for brows is, I have like really long eyebrow hairs, and what will happen is, like, throughout the day, like, this will happen. Like, my hairs will not match my brow and it'll end up like this. But this is what I've picked up. So I'll take Duo eyelash glue, which is like it dries clear, but it comes out white. And I'll put a little bit on my hand, and then getting a spoolie, I will just, and you have to work fast. So I will talk about it first before I do it. I'm going to tap it, and then I'm going to brush through my eyebrows, and it'll make it stay all day, I swear. You brush it backwards first, and then into the shape that you want your brows to stay. If you can see, if there's a little bit of white, it'll dry down clear. And then it has put texture back into my hair too, so it gives that dimension to my brow, which I really like. I give you guys two lip options, because if you're someone who likes a more natural lip,
Hindi ko makita sa camera masyado, pero sa salamin ko.
This is the color that I use for my nationals in the Philippines. It's called Crown, and it's by Bragais. It's like a brownish lip, and if it's looking a little bit crazy and you're like, oh my gosh, Kat, I can't work a brown lip, this is what I love to do. So I take like a small amount of a red. It just makes it look a little bit more fresh, a little bit more youthful. So just taking this. Here, so you can see it, like, it just added just a little bit of something. And then I'm going to show you guys the red lip that I used for coronation. Right?
Oh.
Like that application. Right? Like that application though. So that is the red lip. That is the red lip. Last two, setting spray.
3 hours later.
Ito na yung final look after namin gayahin yung makeup tutorial ni Catriona Ray at busy pa siya. Nagko-contour pa siya. Hindi siya nakontento kasi si Catriona hindi siya nag-contour. So, may isa pa kaming vlog after this. Doon nyo yung mapapanood sa channel ni Mariel. Ayusin naman namin yung hair namin. There you go, guys! Thank you for watching!